Lesson 1. Biological Criminology. Biological criminology basically purports the criminal behavior is the result of some flaw in the biological makeup of the individual. This physical flaw could be due to the following: heredity, neurotransmitter dysfunction, and brain abnormalities that were caused by either of the above: improper development or trauma. Ano nga ba ang biological criminology? Biological criminology ay ang pag-aaral ng krimen at parusa. Ang biological na theory ng criminology ay nagsasabi na ang mga krimen at mga individual na sumusunod sa batas ay biologically or naiiba. Ang biological criminology ay karaniwang nagsasaad na ang kriminal na pag-uugali ay resulta ng ilang kapintasan sa biological na anyo ng individual. Ang physical na epekto ay maaring dahil sa, for example, number 1, heredity or namamana. Number 2, neurotransmitter dysfunction. Ito ay ang mga chemical na messenger sa katawan. Ang kanilang trabaho upang magpadala ng mga signal mula sa mga nerve cells patungo sa target cells. Nakakatulong ang mga signal na ito na i-regulate ang mga function ng katawan mula sa tibok ng puso hanggang sa gana. Number 3, abnormalidad sa utak na dulot ng alinman sa mga nabanggit, hindi tamang pag-unlad o trauma. A. Physiognomy. It was founded by J. Baptiste de la Porte. The physiognomist Johann Caspar Lavater was one of the first to suggest a link between facial figures and crime. The philosopher Jacob Friis also suggests a link between crime and physical appearance that he published a criminal anthropology handbook in 1820. Ang physiognomy ay ang pag-aaral ng mga pisikal na katangian ng isang tao, lalo na ang kanilang mukha, upang subukan at matukoy ang mga bagay na tungkol sa kanilang pagkatao. Bagamat malawak itong pinawalang saysay noong ika-20 na siglo, noong ika-18 at 19 na siglo, ito ay isang lehitimo at iginagalang na agham. Number 2, phrenology. It comes from the Greek word mind and logos knowledge. And this theory claims to be able to determine character, personality traits, and criminality on the basis of the shape of the head by reading bumps and fissures. Franz Joseph Gall developed in 1810 his work on craniology, in which he held that crime was one of the behaviors organically controlled by the specific area of the brain. In 1843, Francois Magendie referred to phrenology as a pseudo-science of the present day. Ang phrenology ay isa sa mga pinakaunang biological theories ng krimen at naglalatag ng pundasyon para sa pagbuo ng Biological School of Criminology, De Morin, 2014. Pagkatapos ng akdo, tinitignan ng mga phrenologists ang utak bilang malambot at may kakayahang magbago.
Modern biological theories on crime attempt to explain biological influence on criminal behavior. 1. Atavism theory. Atavism or born criminal. Example of atavism is mathematics or logical positivism. This states that mathematics has law that can be proven through empirical process, and logic also has facts and law. What is the concept of positivism? The concept of positivism was created by Auguste Comte. It states that science is the highest source of knowledge in a thoroughly advanced society. What is positivism theory in sociology? Positivism theory from sociology itself is derived by it state that science is the ultimate source of knowledge about society, nature, and other aspects of life. To study to criminal anthropology of Lombroso. What is criminal anthropology is a field of science that studies people and the criminal that they commit and how they relate. The criminal anthropology definition include studying criminal in a specific way. Charles Goring, he ultimate include that the physical and mental constitution of both criminal and law-abiding person of the same age, stature, class, and intelligence and identical. Ernest Huden on November 20, 1887, Jewish American physical anthropologist who investigate human evolution and so-called racial differentiation, classified and describing human population and examining the relationship between personality and physical type, particularly with respect to criminal behavior. 2. PCQ theory. This theory developed by Ernest Netterm suggests the following PCQ2 with A. Asthenic type, a body type characteristic by a pale, long-limbed, narrow chest, PCQ. B. Athletic type, a body type characteristic by a muscular, well-proportioned broad shoulder, PCQ. C. A body type characteristic by short, thick set, stock, PCQ. D. Those who are less clear evident having any dominant type.
Somatotype theory. This theory developed by William Sheldon, associated body type basic to human temperament. Using anthropometric methods, Sheldon studied by photograph bodies of some 4,000. Men front of view, side view, and back view. He divided the physique of men through the contribution of three fundamental elements, the somatotypes. 3 somatotypes by Sheldon. Endomorphic. Endomorphs have the following characteristics. 1. Fat, soft, and round body types. 2. Their personality was described as relaxed, fond of eating, and sociable. 3. Have wide waist and large bony structures. 4. Have a higher proportion of digestive tissue. 5. Have a byscrotomic temperament. Endomorphic means fat and low the body, big hips, and thighs, gain weight and fast. Mesomorphic. Mesomorphs have the following characteristics. 1. Body type is characterized by a high rate of muscle growth. Have a large bone, solid torso combined with low fat levels. 3. Filled with energy, courage, and assertive tendencies. 4. Have a wide shoulders with a narrow waist. 5. Have a higher proportion of muscular tissue. 6. Have a Dionysian temperament. Mesomorphic is relating in part to Sheldon's classification of body types that measures primarily and degree of muscularity and bone development, having a husky muscular body build. Entomorphic. Entomorphs have the following characteristics. 1. Long arms and legs, short upper body, narrow shoulders, have a long and thin muscles, have a very low fat storage. They are usually referred to as slim. 7. Have a higher proportion of nervous tissue, have a cerebrotonic temperament. Ectomorphs are long and lean with little body fat and little muscle.
Kalikak family tree. This study was made possible by Henry H. Goddard, the prominent American physiologist and eugenicist in the early 20th century, was known especially for his work in 1912. Si Henry H. Goddard daw po ay posibleng pinag-aralan daw po niya ang Kalikak family. At si Henry Goddard po ay isa po siyang prominent American physiologist and eugenicist, at lalo pa siyang nakilala noong early 20th century, lalo na sa kanyang gawa noong 1912. The Kalikak family, a study of heredity of three-mindedness. Goddard developed the pseudonym Kalikak by combining a Greek root meaning beauty, kalos, with one meaning bad, kakos. He also introduced the term moron. Si Goddard daw po ay dinevelop niya daw po ang Kalikak sa pamamagitan ng pagko-combine ng Greek word na kalos. Ang meaning po nito ay beauty, at ang kakos naman po ay meaning po nito ay bad, at pinakalala po sa term na moron. Goddard study traced back 6 generations of the family. For 80 members of young institutionalized women found an appealing amount of defectiveness, yet there was also information about a good family of the same name to emerge, that the pervert met feeble-minded girl whom he became the father of a feeble-minded son. Sinundan daw po ni Goddard ang 6 na generation ng kanilang pamilya na may 480 na miyembro na mga bata, at may institutional woman na nakita, and a failing amount of defectiveness. Based on a study, Edward was a famous preacher during the colonial period. When his family tree was traced, none of the descendants was found to be criminal, and Edward's family tree research findings are the follows. Practical no lawbreakers, more than 100 became lawyers and 30 became judges. There was 13 college presidents and 100 more professors. 60 were physicians, 100 were clergymen, missionaries, and theological professors. 80 were elected to public office, including 3 mayors, 3 governors, several members, and Congress, 3 senators, and 1 vice president. 60 have attained prominence of authorship and editorial life, with 135 books of merit, and 5 became an army of navy officers. Base po sa pag-aaral, si Edward daw po ay isang kilalang mangangaral noong colonial period, at ang kanyang pamilya daw po ay tries none more descendants found criminal. The Edwards family research findings.